There's a big room.
There's a big room. What kind of room? What do you notice?
It looks like like a marble towers.
Marble towers, very good.
I'm little.
And you're little?
Yeah.
How big is this place?
Big.
Big. Now, this place, is it indoors or is it kind of outdoors?
It's indoors.
Okay, very good. Are you alone in this place?
Yes.
Okay. So as you're walking through this place, I'd like for you to just describe it, the colors, what you see.
It looks like a old church.
Like an old church.
Because it has the benches.
Okay, it has the benches. What else?
It's cold.
What else do you notice?
It has a big echo.
And as you're walking through this place, I'd like for you to notice your own body. The body of the observer of this place. Look down at your feet. What's the first thing you notice?
I'm wearing a dress.
You're wearing a dress.
Little girl dress.
A little girl dress. So do you feel like a little girl there?
Yeah.
Yes. What color is this dress?
It's like a light blue.
And look at your feet. What do you notice?
I have like a little girl shoes. Charol.
What else do you notice? Look at your hands. You're carrying anything? No.
I'm kind of like lost in there.
You're lost.
Yeah, or I'm alone there.
What do you look like? Look at your hair.
I have my little things and
Little ponytails.
cachitos.
Good. So let's see what happens in there. Tell me what happens next. Where do you go? Keep exploring.
I'm just looking around. It's big and cold.
I want you to connect now with your emotions of this place. Why do you imagine you're there today? How does this place make you feel?
It's nice and calm, but it's cold.
But it's cold.
It's just the marble make very cold.
Okay, very good. So let's see a little bit more about yourself. I'm going to have you close that scene. I'm going to go ahead and count from 5 back to 1. And when I get to number 1, we'll be in the place where you live in that lifetime. So take a deep breath in. 5, going through time and space. Going to the place that you live. 4, drifting and floating. 3, allow the images to come now. 2, when I get to number 1, I'll touch your forehead and you'll be there. And 1, be there now. What is this place? What's the first thing you see?
The tile floor.
Tile floor. Is this tile floor light or dark?
It's light. It's like the old houses tiles. It's my mom's grandma house.
Okay. What else do you notice?
It's like a courtyard house.
So describe it.
I'm eating the dust at the door.
You're eating the dust on the door?
I used to do that.
Tell me more. What do you do next?
I'm just playing in the courtyard.
So let's look around and see if there's anybody there with you.
Oh yeah, it's Tia Nosha.
What is she telling you?
That I got in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Eating the dust.
Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel?
That I didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Tell me more.
She will hit my hands
Mm-hmm.
with the plant, ortiga.
Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel?
It's strong. Because I will say it doesn't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And she will do it harder.
Tell Tianosho how you feel about that.
I just want it to end so I can go back and play.
Mm-hmm. So notice how that is affecting you.
I make myself stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So the outside cannot hurt me.
Very good. Very good. So let's see what happens next. Let's go to the next memory. I'm going to count from 5 to 1, and let's get to the next moment in time. That is something very important. 5, going through time and space. 4, to the next memory that affected this little girl. 3, 2, allow the images to come. And 1, be there now. Where are you?
In the same house.
Mm-hmm.
But my cousin teasing me.
Mm-hmm. How old are you there?
Maybe 6. I still have my
Mm-hmm.
cachitos.
What is your cousin telling you?
He's teasing me with an ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
That I cannot have it.
Tell me about that.
He goes running out of the street with the ice cream. And I run it behind him.
Mm-hmm. And what happens?
I got dizzy.
Mm-hmm.
And I trip.
Mm-hmm.
I hurt myself.
And as you hurt yourself, what do you tell yourself?
I'm confused.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
My or housekeeper come running after me
Mm-hmm.
with a toilet paper,
Mm-hmm.
and she put the toilet paper in my head with a roll of toilet paper
Mm-hmm.
because I was bleeding. The next thing I'm in the hospital. But I cannot see much except I can feel the sheet on my face.
Mm-hmm.
They were sewing my eye.
Mm-hmm.
I see my dad walking in the hospital.
How does that make you feel?
He got very scared looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
And he fainted.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. I just can feel like the sheet here, but no sheet here.
Mm-hmm. So let's go even deeper and find out what it is that you do remember. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. And let's go into that moment when you didn't remember where you went. Begin now to take that deep breath in, and let's travel through time and space, seeing yourself leave your body. 4, traveling away. 3, leaving that body there in the hospital. 2, and 1. Where are you? What is this place?
I'm playing on the beach now.
Playing on the beach. Are you by yourself or somebody's with you?
I'm with all my cousins.
How are you feeling there?
Happy. Oh, I'm running after a pickup with my cousins.
Running after the peacock.
Oh, and I fell again.
What happens?
I got a nail on my knee. I go back to the hospital with my dad.
What happens there?
He's holding my hand while they do the injections. I'm telling him I don't want to do this.
What is it you don't want to do?
The injections in my belly button.
What happens next?
I see myself in the beach again with a big patch on my knee. And I'm playing again in the beach.
Very good. Let's close that scene and let's go to another scene where the same thing happens. 5, going through time and space. 4, visiting that other memory. 3, 2, and 1. Be there. Where are you? What is this place?
I don't recognize it.
So describe to me what this place is.
It's very cloudy and cold.
Cloudy and cold. Tell me more.
It's kind of raining in, like in the mountains.
Look at your body there. What do you look like there?
I'm young. I'm with my cousin. Yeah, and another friends.
How old are you there?
Maybe 14.
What happened?
I'm driving the car back. It's raining. Very much. I can see much.
What happens next?
Yeah, the car is sliding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my sister is knocking the window
Mm-hmm.
to stop the car.
Where is she sitting?
She's sitting in the back of the pickup.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
It was dangerous for me to drive. It was not okay for me to drive.
Mm-hmm.
I did not have the experience to drive that way.
So what do you tell yourself at that moment?
I'm glad my sister made me stop.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't have a bad accident.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I listened to her. So I gave it the car to her boyfriend to drive it back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad I did that.
Mm-hmm.
It was dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. I had to listen to her.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else that you notice from this moment?
I learned not to be stubborn.
Okay. Very good.
We could have died.
Mm-hmm. So let's connect now with another memory that is affecting the lifetime of Patricia. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. When I get to number 1, we'll be at that memory. Begin now on 5, taking a deep breath in, going through time and space. 4, to that memory that made such a difference. 3, drifting and floating. Allow the images to come now. 2 and 1. Be there. Notice where you are. What is this memory?
Oh yeah, I'm at the mother director office.
Mm-hmm. How old are you there?
Maybe 16.
16. Mm-hmm. What's happening?
I'm being reprimanded.
What have you done?
I will go to the school in motorcycles.
Mm-hmm.
And the mother director won't like that.
Mm-hmm. Have you been taking your motorcycle to the school?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wearing my uniform, my skirt.
Mm-hmm. What do they say to you?
That I was not allowed to do that.
Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel?
I didn't know that rule in the rule list.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just saying that it's not in the rules. I was not breaking any rules.
It's a lot like Tia telling you not to eat the dust.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
We got an agreement with the nun that I won't wear my uniform in the motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
But I will wear my uniform in the events.
Mm-hmm. So you were able to negotiate with her.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel?
Powerful.
Mm-hmm. Where do you keep that power?
Right here. I am. But I have to respect my superiors.
Very good. Very good. So let's close that scene and let's move to the next scene. The next scene when you have that ice cream.
Yeah. I remember that.
All right. I want you to see yourself in that moment. Breathe yourself completely into that moment. What's happening?
I am with my aunt Diana and Pancho. They took me there. I didn't know what ice cream to pick.
Are there many different ice creams there?
Different flavors. So I picked the one that my mom liked.
What happens next? Go ahead and taste that ice cream.
It was good. It was different.
What happens next? What do you feel?
I want to go home and shower. I was tired. It was early in the afternoon, but I was tired.
So it's the afternoon, I'm tired. What happens next?
I took a shower.
I took a shower.
And I went to sleep.
Okay.
But when I wake up, I wasn't feeling good. I could not swallow it.
What happens?
I went to see my aunt. And maybe she was sleeping because I woke her up. I remember it was dark. So she turned the light, I say, Tia, Tia. She turned the light on, the lamp on, and then she yelled, like she saw something very scary. It was me. I haven't seen myself yet. I didn't see myself for a while. They took me to the hospital. My aunt was crying a lot. They didn't accept us. They sent us back home. It was very scary.
I want you to climb into that body completely. Climb into that body and see through those eyes at that moment. And see what you're seeing. Look around you, what's there?
My other aunt got here.
What is she saying?
She's hugging me. She says she's taking you home. Then we have to drive long hours. I remember I will throw up in the car constantly. And she is holding me.
going.
I see myself getting into my grandma's house, where my dad and my mom was waiting for me. I see myself being carried inside my grandma's house.
Mm-hmm.
My dad picked me up.
As you're watching this, I want you to pay attention if you're in that body or you're observing that body. Are you inside that body?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just scared.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what's going on.
I want you to go to the point in which you leave that body. Go to the point where you leave that body. When you release from being so scared. And you can observe it.
Yes.
What's happening when you release?
I'm just looking myself just laying down.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of doctors on me. A lot of moving going on in there. They didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. And as you're observing this, where are you? Are you in the room?
I'm in the room, but I'm like a stick on the wall,
Mm-hmm.
looking everything down.
Mm-hmm.
Then I saw myself, and I realized why everybody was screaming.
What did you see?
My whole face was deformed.
Mm-hmm.
My eye was like here. All this was all. I haven't seen myself before.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw myself also healthy.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I'm okay. It was just the body.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to notice if while you're observing this body being taken care of by the doctors, if there's anybody there with you, watching also. Look around. Is there someone there with you?
In the room or outside the room?
Out wherever. See if there's somebody there who is helping you as you're observing this body.
But my dad was holding my hand.
Mm-hmm. But that's the hand of the body.
Yeah.
Where is the soul as it's watching? You say it's on the wall.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what happens. Do you leave that body? Do you go somewhere?
I was just playing
Mm-hmm.
and laughing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would look at the body and wouldn't recognize me.
Mm-hmm. What are you thinking about as you're looking at this body, the way it looks?
I could not comprehend what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
If I feel so good inside, what I was looking that way.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to listen carefully to see if anybody talks to you while you're watching this body. Look around and see if there's anybody with you. Perhaps a guide.
Yeah, it could be maybe my grandpa.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and ask.
Yeah, he was my dad's dad.
Mm-hmm.
I never met him before.
Mm-hmm. What does he say to you?
You'll be okay.
Mm-hmm. Does he stay with you the whole time?
No.
What happens next? Do you ever
I just was sitting there and
just
waiting.
sitting there? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just waiting and
Tell me more.
just be patient to see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I will see my aunts come and see me. A lot of visitors.
Mm-hmm. What were they saying?
Oh, one aunt was saying that where was my mom? How she could leave me alone. And I was defending my mom and saying she was just right here. She would just, she just has been here. It's not that she hasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of, letting my aunt know that my dad and my mom were there all the time. Not only the moment they got there.
Mm-hmm. Who else came?
Well, my boyfriend came.
Mm-hmm. And you could connect with his mind. What was he thinking?
He just wanted me to be well
Mm-hmm.
and happy again.
How does that make you feel?
He will take care of me.
Mm-hmm. So as you're watching all of these people coming and going, what's happening with you? Are you making any decisions?
I want to be just like I was before. I see the room getting darker and smaller.
Mm-hmm. And what happens?
It's just only one way to go.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about this one way to go.
I'm just walking and walking.
Mm-hmm.
It's very dark. It's cold. I'm not being curious.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't go anywhere.
What do you imagine this place is?
It's like a path.
Like a path. Mm-hmm. Where does this path?
It's just like I have my own light
Mm-hmm.
that I illuminate the path
Mm-hmm.
so I can see where I go.
What are you seeing besides just darkness? Do you see anything else?
It's a light at the end,
Mm-hmm.
like a star. Very far.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting brighter. very bright now.
Mm-hmm.
He's in me, and now I'm brighter.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm afraid to keep going. I'm just stop. I want to go back.
Mm-hmm.
I could not turn around.
What's holding you from going back?
I could not turn back.
Mm-hmm.
I could not turn back.
What happens next?
I froze. I can't move. The light is right here.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I can feel it.
How does that light feel to you?
Warm,
Mm-hmm.
very warm. And it was not white anymore, it was kind of yellow warm.
Mm-hmm.
First was bright to my eyes, and now it was nice and yellow, warm
Mm-hmm.
light.
Does it feel inviting?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can even feel the coming, calling.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what to do. I was frozen. But in my mind, I want to go back, turn around and go back.
Mm-hmm. What happens next?
I'm yelling, I don't want to go. I don't want to cross.
You don't want to cross?
No.
Mm-hmm. When you make that decision, what happens?
I feel like go back, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then I step back. I just went back. I didn't turn around. I just stepped back.
Mm-hmm.
One by one, all the steps that I can move forward. It was long to go back. I didn't know where because I didn't have my light anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew that I walked that and it was safe.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was back in the room, sitting in the wall again.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was crying. He didn't want me to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I was yelling at him, I'm here, I am here, I'm not going. I'm here. I am here.
When did you decide to go back into the body? What happened?
Like that moment I came back.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to know that I was right there. I woke up. I opened my eyes. I was back again in my body.
And notice the difference.
Yes.
What changed?
All the dimensions was back. Before it was no dimension, everything was floating. No time. I didn't realize how far how long. I thought it was a day or hours. I thought it was just moments. Time was not relative for me. But I didn't realize that my body, I could not talk or walk. I didn't see that difference. Now I just knew I was here and I had to do whatever it takes. I didn't see myself unable to talk. I was just talking. Words won't come out, but I was talking.
So let's see what the disconnect was. I'd like for you to go ahead and tell Patricia why it is that she wasn't talking and walking. What happened during that time? What was shut off?
My outside body was harm. But my inside, it was still healthy. I still can walk and run inside.
So why did she need to go through this experience? What was the purpose of her needing to experience this? What did she get from this?
That life is so fragile. Yeah.
How has she been applying this in her life?
Oh, I live with my life passionately every day. Every day. Very thankful.
So had she not gone through this experience, she grew up rebellious. She grew up stubborn. She was always getting herself into things. How did this moment in time change her path?
I'm still rebellious. But more cautious. Doesn't have to be my way. It's okay not to be my way.
And there was a very deep connection between her and Dad. He was there when she came back into the body.
Yes.
And he still seems to be there for her. What does Dad want to say to Patricia today? I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and let's speak with Dad. 1, 2, and 3. Good morning.
Good morning.
Is this Patricia's dad, Herman?
Yeah.
Yes. It seems you have a very strong connection with your daughter. What would you like to tell her today?
I'm proud of her. You're a good mother.
Now, when Patricia left her body and was on the wall looking, what happened when you left the body? Did you go to the light? Or did you stay?
I stay. I stay.
Why is it that you did not go to the light? Why did you stay?
My kids.
Tell me about that.
young. I want to spend more time with them.
Mm-hmm. But Herman, you don't have a body anymore. They can't see you. By not going to the light, you're holding yourself back from your own evolution. And you can't help them the way you would if you were on the other side.
Right.
Why were you afraid of going into the light? I know your daughter was. She chose to be alive, but she had a body. What are you afraid of?
I want to guide them more.
Mm-hmm. Have you been able to guide them?
No.
No. Because you see, your spirit is still here in the same mindset as when you were in a body. Once you go into the light, you'll be able to help them from a different realm, from a different perspective. Isn't that how you want to help?
Yes.
Yes. So, Herman, what do you have to tell your daughter? Are you willing to make that step to be able to guide her and your children from a different perspective?
Yes.
Okay. Take a deep breath. Patricia, what do you want to tell your father? Are you willing to release him into the light so he can help you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Have you been holding him?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. See how you connect him. How is he connected to you? Do you have any cords connected to your body that could keep him from going?
No.
No. Are you willing to let him go?
Yeah.
Go ahead and tell him that.
You can go, Dad.
What else do you want to tell him?
I will see you soon. Another time.
Mm-hmm. Take a deep breath in. And Mom, what do you say to your daughter?
I'll be with you always.
Okay. Do you have any message for anybody else? Any of your other children?
I love you, Amy.
Very good. So now, Herman, I want you to look within you. There's that light within you. This is the same light that Patricia used to illuminate that walk. I want you to find that light within you. And tell me when you find it. This is the light of God. This is the light that created you.
I see it.
All right, so I want you to make it bigger. Make that light bigger. And begin to walk towards it and tell me who's there waiting for you.
Yeah, my brother is there.
What does he tell you?
Just to come a lot.
Good. Are you ready now to go through that light?
Yeah.
Very good. So I'd like for you to go ahead and take all of the energies, your energy from the home, and take it with you. And go into that light with your brother and your family. And may the light of the universe always accompany you, Herman. Thank you. And now, I want you to go ahead and send your own light, Patricia, to all of that space where your father was. illuminated with love and gratitude, knowing that he was there sacrificing himself to help you. Send it out like a big beacon from a lighthouse of love and gratitude. And now that we have that, we have your father going home, let's go to a memory of how you know Michael and David. We're going to go to another time and place from a different life.
I need to use the bathroom.
All right, I'm going to touch your shoulder, and that'll be your indication to open your eyes. When you come back, you'll go even deeper. Okay. Eyes open.
Wow.
You're doing great.
Oh my.
Deeper and deeper. And I want you now, Patricia, to begin to go through time and space to find another time and another place where those that you love so much lived another lifetime with you. I'm going to count from 5 back to 1. When I get to number 1, we'll be at that memory of that place. So begin now by taking a deep breath in on 5. Going through time and space, drifting and floating. 4. Deeper and deeper, drifting and floating through time and space. 3. 2, allowing the images to come. And 1, be there now. What is this memory? Where are you? Do you notice?
It's rainy.
It's raining. Mm-hmm.
Cold again.
Mm-hmm.
It looks very old, like a laundress's
Long
hat.
dresses. Mm-hmm.
I'm like in a port or something. Like ships are coming. Old
Ships.
ship.
Mm-hmm. How old do you feel? Are you young?
Like 40. No,
Older?
I'm a mature lady.
An older, mature lady? Uh-huh. What are you waiting for?
I'm just waiting for like the passengers to come out on the ship.
So as they begin to come out of the ship, tell me what they look like. Are these men, women?
The man.
Mm-hmm. How are they dressed, these men?
Hats.
Mm-hmm.
Coats. It's raining. It's cold. A lot of people. It's an old ship.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an old town.
Does this ship, what is a ship made out of? What's the material?
Like an old wood.
Mm-hmm. Does it have sails?
No,
No.
engine. Big engine.
Big engine. Mm-hmm. And as you're noticing the people coming off, how are you feeling?
I'm waiting, anxious.
Mm-hmm.
Looking. I don't know who I'm looking for.
So you can accelerate the time until finally.
I'm kind of looking for my dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he has the mustache.
Mm-hmm. But you can't find them?
I can't find them. All of them look just the same. Everybody looked the same. I'm waiting for come out of the ship.
What happens next?
Somebody's hugging me, another lady. Is gonna calming me down to wait.
Mm-hmm. What's happened?
I'm kind of confused. Like I see my dad, but then I see David.
Mm-hmm. Take a look at the face.
Yeah.
Take a look at the eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul.
No, it's David.
Mm-hmm.
He's smiling at me.
Mm-hmm. I don't want you to analyze it. Just
No.
feel it.
Yeah, he hasn't like a doctor in the in his hand, like a doctor.
A doctor's case.
It's case. Those old things. A black one that you open and.
Is he
I
your
can
father?
see that. Looks like that's my dad.
He's older.
Yeah. He's coming with all these people from far away or something.
Feel the connection.
He hugs me, but we don't talk. We just look at each other.
Enjoy the moment.
Yeah, I am. I'm working with him now. I'm happy again.
Ask your dad where he went. What was this trip about?
We're like in London or something. He said he went to India to learn more medicine. He had a ponytail. We're just walking to our house.
Describe your house. See what it looks like.
It's in the city house. It's a small house. It has a pointy roof. It's nice and warm inside.
What do you first notice when you are in that house?
Smell like cooking. And warm. It was a small door to get in.
Yes. Do you live alone in this place with your father? Or is there someone else there?
It looks like my sister was cooking. My sister Mercy is cooking. And cleaning.
What role does she have in that lifetime with you?
She looks like she's my mom.
You'll recognize the relationship.
Yeah. She was in charge of the house. I look tall and skinny. And I'm wearing a white dress. My dad didn't bring any suitcases, just the medical.
Just soak it all in.
I took off his shoes and his socks. He's just smiling.
Feel your connection
Yes.
and how he treats you.
It's just very peaceful to have him home.
Very good. Very good. So let's close that scene now. Let's go to another scene in that same lifetime. Something that impacted your life. I'm going to count from 3 back to 1 as you find that moment in time. Taking a deep breath in. 3. To another scene that's important. 2 and 1. Be there. Where are you?
Like leaving the house.
Leaving the house.
Just going to the market or something.
Are you walking?
I'm walking. I get out of the house, make a left.
Take a look
I
if
know I have to make a right.
Are you carrying anything?
Yeah, like a little basket, empty basket. In this hand.
Just look around you. Notice what's on the street with you.
It's quiet. The street is quiet. It's kind of like early morning or early Sunday. No traffic. I cannot see behind after I make a right. It's a big building covering it there.
What happens next?
I'm just standing on the side of that building.
Connect with your emotions and tell me how you feel.
It's just so slow motion that I can see and don't, everything is moving so slow.
So if it's moving slow, you can notice more things.
Yeah.
What do you notice?
I see an airplane. The old airplane coming to this way.
Yes.
It's a German airplane. It has the signs. And I just run back to the house. There's Michael. He's a police officer. He picked me up from the floor. He was older than me and also.
What happens next?
He knew my dad and he knew who I was. He took me back home. He said it's not safe to be out. he got inside the house and stayed with us for a little bit.
How does that make you feel?
Protected.
Mm-hmm.
I know he will protect us. Yeah, he stayed there.
Very good. So let's close the scene and let's move now to the next important scene from that life. That makes you understand all the players, all the information. Be there now. Let's go to the next scene. Where are you?
We're in the hospital.
What's happened?
I'm like a nurse helping people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there with my dad. There's a lot of people in the hallways.
Mm-hmm. What's happened?
Kind of like a war going on.
Mm-hmm.
We are all in the hospital helping people.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom is in the house. We're just trying to save lives.
Mm-hmm. Good.
There's my dad, I see David,
Mm-hmm.
me, and Michael, the officer.
Mm-hmm. How does he help the officer?
He just keeping everything in order.
Very good.
Coming down and say, we're doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing the best we can.
Good. All right, so let's close the scene and let's go to the last day of your life in that lifetime. The last day in which you were alive in that body. See yourself there now. Where are you?
I'm in my bed.
Mm-hmm. How old are you?
Old.
Mm-hmm.
I look old.
Check in with your body. What's wrong with it?
I'm okay, but just it's time to go.
Mm-hmm. Are you by yourself or are there others with you?
My dad is holding my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And the officer is right there next to me too.
Mm-hmm.
They cry. But I'm okay. I'm just smiling.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like for you to just take your last breath in that lifetime and release the spirit from that body so you can see that whole lifetime from a different perspective, understanding the reason for living that life and the lessons that you learned and the relationships that helped you through that life. What was that lifetime all about?
Helping others.
Helping others. Mm-hmm. Were you able to help others in that life?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What lessons did you take from that?
Stay together, be together,
Mm-hmm.
and help.
Very good. So I'd like for you to release that spirit and continue going towards that light. And tell me what happens as you go towards that light. What happens next?
I'm walking the same path.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
I'm walking slowly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm smiling.
You're smiling. Mm-hmm. Does it seem familiar?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What do you notice this time?
I was able to turn back,
Mm-hmm.
to see back.
What did you see?
Just what I'm leaving behind.
Mm-hmm. How does it make you feel?
I'm in peace.
Mm-hmm. So let's see if there's anybody waiting for you in the light.
No.
What happens next?
I'm there.
Mm-hmm. I want you to feel it. Feel it this time completely. What does this light feel like to you?
I have the light inside of me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just floating.
As you're floating, I want you to notice what's around you. What is this place?
It's just a forest.
Mm-hmm. A forest?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of flowers. A lot of water going like a waterfalls.
Mm-hmm. Are you alone in this place?
No, we're like butterflies.
Butterflies. Are you a butterfly?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're just butterflies.
How does that feel?
Light.
Mm-hmm.
I can fly.
Enjoy this feeling of lightness.
Yeah.
And you'll understand why you chose to be a butterfly. What is this feeling of just being able to fly?
Yeah, very light.
Mm-hmm.
Just elevate whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Elevate.
Wonderful. Do you recognize anyone else there? Any other butterflies?
Yeah, I see my mother-in-law.
Mm-hmm. What does she tell you?
Keep flying.
Mm-hmm. Does she have a message for you?
Yeah. Don't sit too long.
Mm-hmm. What would happen if you sit too long?
They can grab you.
Mm-hmm. What happens?
You have to keep moving.
You have to keep moving. Good. What happens next? What's the next significant thing that happens?
We're just happy being a butterflies.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. So I'd like for you to go to the last day of your life as that butterfly. See yourself on the last day of your life. Tell me where you are.
I'm in the garden.
Mm-hmm.
And I sat too long.
You sat too long. What happened?
It's kind of like a human pick up my wings.
Mm-hmm.
And he got me.
Disconnect from that butterfly now. Just release your spirit. And look at the eyes of the human who grabbed you. Do you recognize those eyes?
No.
How do you feel about this human?
Somebody I don't know.
Okay, very good. So as you look at that lifetime, how is that lifetime impacting the lifetime now of Patricia?
Don't sit too long.
Don't sit too long. Is that why she does so many things?
Yeah, she keep moving.
Mm-hmm. And how did the lifetime as a nurse affect her in this one?
The nurse was very drained.
Mm-hmm.
But she was strong. She kept doing it.
Mm-hmm. Did she make any promises from that lifetime to be with them again?
Yeah.
What did she decide in regards to those two in her life and her sister?
Yeah, I say I will see you in another time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So why is it that Patricia needed to see this today? To understand what happened while she was in a coma and to see those lifetimes? What was the purpose of bringing her here today?
It can happen anytime.
Mm-hmm. It could happen any time. So what advice do you have to give her?
Be happy.
Mm-hmm. Is she being happy?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is there any advice for anyone else in her family?
Yeah. My dad is telling me spend more time with family.
Dad is telling you to spend more time with family. Very good. Is this something that Patricia can do?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Is there anything else that Patricia needs to note today Or are we complete?
Yeah, she's fine.
She's fine. Very good. 5, wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome back. Wow.
I'm not even swollen. No, really, I was usually felt swollen and I'm not.
You're not swollen?
No, I can feel my hands.
Wow.
Wow. It's surreal. It was surreal.
You did great. Does it make you understand things a little bit better?
Yeah.
You had a choice to go through that tunnel into the light.
Yeah.
You creep back.
I creep back. I never saw never see myself how I come back.
You went backwards.
I went backwards. I could not, because I was I could not turn around.
Yeah.
So I make my way, walk backwards.
And I have a feeling, I just suspect that it was the cord, your cord.
With my dad, they pull it back. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Kind of, I knew my way back.
Yes. Wow. How long do you think this was? How long did you feel you were in this session? Was it fast for you?
Yeah.
How long?
I don't know, 20 minutes maybe.
We're in an hour and 26 minutes.
Wow.
Longer than you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was not a space. It was
No time.
No time. And that's my experience when I was in coma.
Yeah.
The time was not relative. It was, the only way I can explain is other dimension.
Yeah.
It was not this regular dimension.
Well, you were plastered on the wall. You were kind of like just there.
I was just there, sitting like in a little, waiting and
Just
looking, watching.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You did fantastic. Did you expect it to be like this?
No. No. No.
Surprise.
Wow. No, but it brought me right to the room.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I can see the room right on it.
Did
The
fantastic.
doctors.
Yeah. Do you think that this is something that would help other people,
Yeah, absolutely.
this experience?
Yeah. Especially if the people are holding back,
Or they've been in a coma, or
Or-
somebody else been in a coma?
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So never stop hoping or never stop,
Wishing it,
because you're always there.
mm-hmm.
You did great.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Wow, Alba, thank you so much.
And what happened after your bathroom break? Did you feel that you were...
No, it was,
Did you
like
feel
you say,
deeper?
deeper. Like I say, I didn't want to let go where I was just coming on it.
It's like
So when I went in the bathroom, I just still focus.
Yes.
I can still see my I say my third eye.
Your third eye?
I was just right on it. So I say, just open it and a little bit twisted. And then I keep looking the dark and the white. It's like, Van Gogh
Yes,
picture that it goes around it and
Yes,
moves around.
swirling.
It was exactly like
That's
that.
amazing. Wow.
Thank
You did great. You did great.
I really come with no expectations, but also with no any withholdings, because
Yeah.
I trust you, so I really let it go, everything.
Now, Patricia has had one hypnosis session before, a long time ago, right? Hypnotherapy.
Yeah.
But how was this one different?
Well, maybe because the other one, it was preparing for something I was going through,
Yeah.
and this one is more no pressure about anything, so it was just
Whatever happened.
whatever happened,
Yeah.
no expectations, no
Yeah.
knowing what's going to be or do, so just trusting you and you guide me.
So this session was really to find out about what happened in that coma. You were out for how many days?
It's about a week.
A week. So Patricia was in a coma for a week, and a lot of people who have friends and family who are in a coma probably think that they're not there, but
You're there.
You're there.
You
So
listen to everything.
So what would you like to tell people in the future when you encounter someone who's in a coma? What recommendations would you like to make for that?
Talk to them as they're present, because they're listening everything. They know what's happening, and even sometimes you can read what they're thinking.
So you were telepathically connecting with them. I know that your aunt said, "Well, your mother's not here." And
how
you were
she
like,
can live it? I can live it alone, in this stage.
Yeah.
And I was kind of defending my mom. I said, no, she was just right here.
Yeah.
She was taking care, but now she just stepped out. So it was kind of, I could not express it, but in my mind I was talking. I was present there in each moment that it happened. So.
And then you saw your connection with your son and your husband in a different life.
In different life. There were different ways.
Yes.
My husband is protecting me since then, I guess. In different figures. And I trust him since then.
Isn't that amazing? Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
And then your dad was your son now, who is going into the medical field in a different way.
Yeah, and he studied from far, some medicine or something different, and he came and we were helping. I was a nurse maybe or something.
Does it seem like it was World War II?
It looks like, because I didn't realize where it was, but it was kind of old towns and rainy. And
so you
then I
felt
saw
London?
the airplane,
Yeah. So you felt at that time that
maybe
it was...
could have been that time that it was bombs and we were helping in the hospitals.
That's amazing. Do you recommend this to other people?
Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. It was very interesting.
Yes, and you had no idea. So
no, at all. I just...
And in this case, you didn't even bring questions with you. We kind of figured it out what we're going to touch on.
I just, I didn't have any questions about it. I'm happy who I am now.
Yes.
And now even happier and stronger.
Yes.
It reminds me that I have to listen to my sister and not to be stubborn. That memory really brought me right back. Because we could have died if I didn't listen.
You could have died
and bring other people with me. Because I was being reckless.
And is this the same sister that was the mother? That was your mother?
No,
it was a different one.
Sister.
So you have a connection with all.
With both,
Yes.
This was my other sister, who and her husband actually now that they took care of my mom there, and
that's great. That's great. So if you would like a session with me, go to my website, albaweinman.com. You have to click on the newsletter link in the website in order to subscribe, and come to a session. And if you can't get a session with me, I'm going to have gatherings all around the world. In these gatherings, we do channel the higher self. We do past life regressions there and in a future life. So if you can't get a session with me, go to one of my events. And I hope I get to meet you sometime this year. Thanks for watching.
Well recommended.
Oh.